It was a Tuesday, just like any other, or so I thought. My wife, Sarah, was late from her book club, something that had become a weekly ritual. I didn't think much of it at first. I was on the couch, half watching some sports documentary, waiting for the familiar sound of her keys in the door. The house felt quiet, a little too quiet. Small, nagging feelings started to crawl up my spine, a feeling I'd been pushing down for months. Her late nights were becoming more frequent. Her phone was always face down, and the loving sparkle in her eyes when she looked at me seemed... I told myself I was being paranoid. We had been together for 10 years, married for 7. We had built a life together, a home. We were supposed to be a team, but the evidence, the little things, were piling up like dust in the forgotten corners of our marriage. The scent of a cologne that wasn't mine lingering on her scarf. The vague answers about her day, the way she jumped if I walked into the room while she was texting. I decided that night enough was enough. I needed to know the truth, no matter how much it might hurt. When she finally walked in around midnight, her smile seemed forced. Her kiss on my cheek felt distant. She said the book club ran late. They got into a deep discussion. I just nodded, my heart pounding in my chest. I waited until she was asleep, her breathing soft and even beside me. My hand trembled as I reached for her phone on the nightstand. I know, it was a violation of trust, a line I never thought I'd cross. But hadn't she already crossed it? My fingers fumbled with the passcode or anniversary. It didn't work. I tried her birthday. Nothing. Then I remembered something she'd mentioned offhand, a date from her past that was special. I typed it in, and the screen unlocked. My world shattered. It wasn't a book club. It was him, a man from her office. The messages were all there, a digital trail of betrayal stretching back for months. They weren't just texts. They were a story of secret lunches, late-night rendezvous, and declarations of love that were once reserved for me. I saw pictures of them together, smiling, holding hands, living a life I had no idea existed. The air was sucked from my lungs. Every memory we had shared suddenly felt tainted, like a beautiful photograph that had been set on fire. I scrolled and scrolled, each new message a fresh stab to the heart. The worst part was reading her words, describing our life together as a comfortable cage she needed to escape from. I didn't wake her up. What was there to say? The proof was undeniable. I walked out of our bedroom and sat in the dark living room until the sun came up, the phone feeling like a lead weight in my hand. The person sleeping in my bed was a stranger. The life I thought I had was a lie. That night wasn't just about discovering an affair. It was the night I was forced to confront a reality I had been too scared to see. It was the night the man I was the trusting, happy husband died. And in his place, someone new was born. Someone who had to figure out how to pick up the pieces of a life that had been completely and utterly broken. That night changed everything, and the path forward was terrifying. But for the first time in a long time, it was clear. It was a path I would have to walk alone. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've ever felt lost or betrayed, know that you're not alone. And finding the strength to move forward is the first step to healing. Follow 4 more stories about navigating life's toughest moments.